Hello! Today, Uncle Seth is back. Charlie Kirk. We have the Battle of the Macron Valley. I think we actually were shouting at one point over, apparently I hate transgender people. I don't really think that's true. We have more merchant morality, and man, is Seth pissed about Smithsonian and Trump and getting rid of slave language. It's all here. It's Uncle Seth. It's Heavy Things Lightly. Uncle Seth.
Hola.
First of all, I don't think the people just see his face. It was already like this. You already had like America's dead look face. Like right when we started.
I mean, America is dead.
Because of Charlie Kirk, right?
Well, that's one reason. We got a lot of them.
Sad, like especially for you, like Chicago sad.
Chicago winter sad. No, I'm just tired. It's been pretty grueling here, teaching the youth of America.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. What did you say?
Teaching the youth of America. It's grueling.
What are the youth saying about the current state of America?
Well, youth in my neighborhood are up in their liberal arms.
Uh-oh.
You know.
So give us if people don't know, we're getting a lot of new people. We're over 6,000 subscribers and hundreds of thousands of people each week. I mean, totally exaggerating that second number.
Right.
But it is weird. There's a lot of people that...
Whoever's listening, welcome.
Yeah, it's new. This is Uncle Seth. I think you're going to have some new people. Yeah. Uncle Seth is one of my dear friends, probably as an adult, my dearest friend. But also, he doesn't get Jesus. Like, he doesn't understand. Like, wait, Seth, you don't get it. But I love you.
Well, no, don't try to say I don't get it. Maybe I get it.
I see.
And you guys don't get it.
Maybe you are the one that's getting it of the two people on the screen right now.
Correct. Maybe.
All right, we'll get into it. What we do is every 6 weeks or so, we sit down to renew our friendship. Although I just saw you in Chicago.
Yeah.
Guys.
John came to visit with his lovely wife. We had some Indian food.
It was great.
And
saw the girls.
Chewed the fat. He saw my daughters. I caught up on his daughters.
You did, I know. But the best is great. I got to sit across at the meal at the delicious. I do feel like there was a Pakistani event going on. Were they Indians? I felt a little like you sold out right there a little bit.
Yeah, that was a little packy, but here in America, we're all the same.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Equality.
Yeah.
But I got to sit across from your daughters who are now like full-fledged teenagers, and your oldest daughter, I won't say her name, but I could because she's going to be a superstar. But she said to me, oh no, oh God, my dad has his teacher face. Here we go. It's awesome. Because we asked a question and you went like getting ready for the next one. He transformed. Even I saw it. I was like, oh crap, he's going to have chalk soon.
Form of a sage.
I was like, she went, oh God, my dad has teacher face. Oh no. It was like teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just teacher posture or something. I was
I know.
Yep.
My friends say that too. It's not becoming of a characteristic. That's for sure.
It's not your favorite thing about yourself?
Well, no, it's not the favorite thing about anybody that knows me either. But
do you have self-esteem?
I can't get it out of me.
What's your self-esteem meter like? Like, do you have high self-esteem? How do you liberals talk about that?
Are you talking personally or just liberals in general? Do we have low self-esteem?
Well, let's get vulnerable. We'll get back to Charlie Kirk, but let's get vulnerable. Like for you, do you have
personally?
self-esteem?
Yeah, mine personally isn't very high.
Medium to low.
I would say, yeah.
Like low.
Well, no, I wouldn't say low. I wouldn't say high. Yeah, I guess medium is in between those two.
Medium's tough.
Yeah.
I
It's
would
not
say
great.
mine's probably too high.
I agree.
I feel like mine's too high for given like who I actually am, according to my wife. This actually happened. And I want to get back to then like liberals on I feel like I'm a liberal on some stuff too, but I walked out of my room yesterday on Monday, guys, it's middle of September in South Carolina. And I walked out of my room yesterday after a number of people, including people involved in the broadcasting industry, had approached me all in one day, like call after call saying, hey, we love what you're doing. Want to be on our pod or something like that. And I had like
steam kept going up.
Yeah, I was so excited by the end of the day. I just working and I emerged from my room and I went, man, I got to tell you about my day. So many people are interested in what we're doing. And she went like this, slow your roll. Remember, it's not about you. It's about God. I was like, whoa.
No self-esteem can survive a trip to Helen.
No, Hellentown is going to be like,
yeah.
You're flesh and bones and not even that attractive as a flesh and bone combination. Like medium attractive, medium brain.
I don't know. I've always found your bones pretty attractive.
Flesh, no, it's not good. But I was reminded.
Kind of white and.
Does Allison do that to you? Like put it in perspective, Seth.
No, because my problem is the opposite, which is, I'm relentlessly hard on myself because I'm thinking that's the person that's the only person that matters is what I think of myself. So I hold myself to a high standard.
And you can't reach it.
I never reach it. No.
Which might be pleasing to a God that may not exist according to you. Maybe. You sounded so excited.
Well,
like maybe, whatever. That's dumb.
Yeah. I mean, but again, it also doesn't stop me from judging others. So,
right.
Well,
you're supposed to be only judging yourself, right?
I mean, yeah, ultimately you're really, but I don't know. There are things that I try to do that I judge myself on that I probably feel good about, better than I would if I did the opposite.
Remember when you took the fireman's test?
Yes.
Just for the hell of it?
Yes.
I think you passed, didn't you?
Yeah.
You had a string there where you would just sort of take exams.
Yeah, that's right. I always did that.
Find out if you could do it, right?
Correct. I took a Series 7. I was a stockbroker.
You did that and you're like, but I'm not going to. You're that guy that like, so here's the deal. Just so everybody knows, I could be a stockbroker if I wanted to be, but I'm not going to be. And then
no, because the thing is I really didn't. I don't televise a lot of these things. I'm trying to see if I could do it, and a lot of times I can't do things. And it's hard pill to swallow.
How's your fathering going? I mean, you did father better. You did.
Yeah,
you were
I could do better. I could do better. I think I've got some positives to being. I mean, I'm positive that I've got good things that I've done, and I'm a poor father in other ways.
So you're not against yourself, totally.
Not totally, no. But I don't think I'm, I'm not winning any awards that I'm giving out.
Yeah, but for people that are listening, I keep waiting for him to break character, but I think you're being serious. Like, guys, his family's cool, all right? Like you know what I'm going to say. Like, don't make me splash it all over you. Like, you're the best. You're number one. Don't be sad.
I'm not.
But you're being honest. That's how you are. I know you that way.
I'm being honest. This is how I feel. Now, I'm happy if people feel I'm doing a good job, and I think I am doing a good job. I'll give this to myself. And this is one of the few places that I give myself a little more credit, which is that I've tried hard with my daughters, and it's not because of anything I've done necessarily, but I haven't, I think, been detrimental to their progress, and so they are doing well for themselves.
All right, this is a God question because we got God watchers. Well, they're not God. That's
Hi,
not
God
weird.
watchers.
They're
Hello,
Christic.
God watchers.
There are people of God that watch. I don't know. There are people who believe in God. They're not
Why do you have such
Christicans.
a hard time? I know that's what you ought to say. Maybe for the newbies, you should define that.
Christicans?
That's going to come up a lot tonight.
That's our first topic. Well, maybe second. Christicans. I'll read from the definition here, and it's called the Sethopedia. You did invent this. I don't care what you say. I saw it. I watched it with my own eyes. A Christican is an American Christian bending toward Puritanism, but not only in theology, but also in, say, marketplace discussions and politics. They mimic Christianity, but also represent a type of Christianity that people like me, Orthodox, may not be so fond of. And Seth loves to take advantage of Christican culture by applying it to all things Christian. How did I do?
Wow.
I read it,
that.
but I didn't actually read it. I just made it up using.
No, that was very good. Does
that sound right?
Well, it was pretty close, but you didn't have the term, the unholy amalgam of Christianity and capitalism.
I love that. That's got to get in the Seth. What did I call it? The
Sethopedia.
Sethopedia. That is good. Yeah. There is an unholy amalgam. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they're going to come up a lot, I'm sure, tonight, because
let's start.
The world has gone mad.
Let's start with all right. Let's start there. Let's start with this. The Christicans.
Well, I'm going to go even further. I honestly feel that, and I may have mentioned this, I don't know when we've done this before. It's been a while, right? A few months.
It's been at least 2.
Yeah. And so maybe I felt this way last time. I don't remember.
Oh, wait, before you do this, hold this. Let's have a toast.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You got anything to drink?
Yeah.
For people in Chicago, Vin, if Vin is listening, he doesn't listen, but if he did, I love Vin. I'd probably like him more than you if I actually hung around him. For people in Chicago, there's a road trip to be had October 24, 25. Live music. Seth, you're not playing, but Georgia is, and so is Dirt Poor Robins. They're really good. And there's tables all weekend. It's called the Art of Tamadon Greenville. It's not why I'm making a toast, but I do want to make a toast to the kind of people that make these kind of things happen. There are people like you, artistic type, Seth. So I want to toast to like trying things out, even when it's pretty messy. Probably not going to work out too well, like starting a band in Chicago and then figuring it out, going day by day to the artistic inclination in all of us. Gagi Marjos. Okay. So Christicans, I interrupted you. And Charlie Kirk, are you going there right now? Oh, that's our first topic.
Well, I think let's start at the top and then we'll drill down rather than building up to some end of show revelation about how I feel. How I feel right now is that we as a species have reached maximum potential, intellectual potential, and societal progression potential. It's over. This experiment, much like the Romans, has gone to dust, and it's really, we're just not as a species sharp enough to progress beyond the place we are right now. And I would love somebody to debate me on that point.
Okay. Should I throw some arguments at you?
Please. So, but just so we're clear, your stance has to be that we are progressing intellectually, spiritually.
Okay, but hold on. Can I just do it as a straw man? Because I think I probably agree with you.
Okay.
I just want to see what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Human beings, the mind that they have is probably right.
Maxed out.
Right. We're maxed out in terms of there's more data and there's more information than we can probably handle. There's too many choices. It creates a sense of helplessness and relativism that makes everything equally true and equally bad and da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. But technology, this is a transhumanist argument. But technology, when used properly, will actually enhance us in a way that we can keep going.
That's probably true, but we can't use it properly.
Ah.
We're like monkeys with the typewriter at this point in our evolution. And so we have to wait another 50,000 years or something. And we may be a spacefaring race by then. But literally, you can see how the limits of human self-control, human intellect, human spiritual drive, of which I have none. but I can see the other ones that are driven by it, and it's a
that's a dead end. That's a dead end.
It's a dead end. And the people that are on this podcast, again, I'm willing to bet, are the ones that are enlightened more so in their spiritual drive, but I just have to talk about where we are, and it doesn't matter if there's a few people that get it.
Do people in your circles, the educated people who live in, by the way, I just found something out when I hung out at your house. This dude lives like 5 minutes from Wrigley Field where the Cubs play. It's not 5, but it's not that far.
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes.
I feel like those are your people there, but there was a lot of rich white people hanging out there.
Those aren't my people.
Those are not your people.
No.
Well, who were you people then? Because that was your neighborhood. Well, not yours, but that was Wrigley.
I mean, those aren't my people. No, but
what do those people think about what you're saying? Do you think they agree?
Those people, I think, are happy to live their lives and go along to get along a lot of times. I mean, I'm not saying that it's just all conservatives that are, that got us.
You sound sad. You think your progressive folks are not getting it? You sound sad. Are you going to start? You go with Elon and his new party?
That's true.
Yikes!
Nobody represents me, John. Where are the?
That is true. That is true. No one.
Yeah.
Okay, so go on. Just stretch that out for one more second. Do you think then that the lie? Because you teach history. 100 years ago, people were excited. The progressives were very excited because progress was at our fingertips. Life was changing.
And we're 100 years later doing the same thing, fighting the same robber barons, dismantling public health initiatives before our eyes every time, trampling on free speech, oligarchy. We're there 120 years later. So we are actually going backwards. Not that we're just not progressing, we're going backwards.
And so can you tell me, just for our audience, what's backwards look like? It doesn't have to be in depth. What's backwards look like? What's forwards look like? Like, take a stab at each one. That's kind of exciting.
Okay.
Well, that's nice. That's a good sound right there. Your mic sounded a little better.
Is it? Should I come up closer on it?
That's good right there.
Okay.
So what's backwards look like, and what's frontwards look like? What that,
backwards?
Go ahead.
Okay. Backwards looks like descent into idiocy. So things that I know, especially for the moral, I love that we get accused of relativism.
Yeah, you do. I do that. I accuse you of that.
Yeah, of course. And you see it play out before your own eyes in your own ranks, and you are not aware enough to identify it. That's what regression looks like.
Okay, this is going to be Christians. We'll go with Christocans. I'm not a Christocan, but maybe we see things. We're like, look around and go, obviously we're being relativistic. I like that, but I don't like that because it's just my own predilections.
Correct.
And then we don't call ourselves out, but we call you progressives out. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And so progress looks like the opposite of that. progress looks like, I know that there are people on this listening audience that are, for lack of a better word, anti-vax. And a lot of people are take offense to being called that. Oh, I'm not anti-vax. I'm just do your research and give people choices and this kind of shit.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. I think that is so cowardly.
Oh, really?
To couch it in those types of terms. You're giving people choices by not allowing them to go get vaccines now. If you're perfectly healthy by the account of the government officials, then you are denied a thing. You have to get a letter from your doctor. I'll be able to go get one because I am not perfectly healthy. But
you'll be able to get a vaccine?
I'll be able to get a vaccine, sure.
Because
we'll just talk about just the COVID to begin with. And what happens is that decades of research and trials and successes and failures are all thrown in the trash heap by people who believe that there is another side, that autism is caused by the aerosol.
Yeah.
And they've decided this, and they're throwing away anything that doesn't fit their narrative, any report that doesn't jive with them. And then,
okay, so you are saying, see, you're doing it. You're saying that you're saying that the government at this point has somehow made it so you can't get a vaccine if you're healthy. I don't think that's the law. Isn't the law like you don't have to get a vaccine?
On RFK. No, the law is the situation is now that for COVID, for the COVID vaccine,
you can only get it if you have something wrong with you, like a
correct, like an underlying condition. If you correct,
don't you think that's cool? That's a bad shot. You like that shot?
Like according to who is it a bad shot?
By the science.
So wait a minute. Are you telling me that the shot is not beneficial for stopping severity of COVID?
I think the current government officials who are appointed by our leaders because of their excellent knowledge of science have deemed the shot after studying it to be almost worthless. And they're saying, don't get it.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
I'm literally being serious. But I think that the class
you're talking about, wait, say that first, the beginning of that first line.
The class of humans elected to office who are scientists, that class of scientific human who are deemed to know science in this particular moment in administration have said that studies showed that is a worthless shot.
Got it. So RFK Jr., you trust to make health decisions like that? Well,
here's the only problem. I don't know, because I don't know him that well. He has a funny voice. And it's possible he's right.
Right off the bat, that's dicey. That voice is...
The voice is dicey. I know that your people don't like his voice, but here's the thing. I don't really know. His position jives with mine as per that shot and its development. And so I'm happy. And what I'm trying to say is science never had the answers, bro. Never. So welcome to the Middle Ages. Woo-hoo!
Oh my God. Exactly. That's exactly where we're going to, man. Woo-hoo! We are back.
Right now, there's thousands of people listening to this, or 100 going, woo-hoo, in slow motion. Right on.
I know.
John's number one.
Listen, I come into the Lion's Den every 6 weeks or whatever. I know what people think about what I say.
That is true. That gives you credence.
Well, I don't think it gives you credence, but I don't care. That when we've.
But I still think you're wrong. Okay, so wait, hold on. You got to realize that there was a class of humans called scientific 6 years or 5 years ago who deemed that everyone had to have the shot. Like, so, and everyone did, and then they cried. Some people took it when they didn't want to. You don't feel bad about that?
That people took it when they didn't want to?
Yeah. A lot of people got forced to take that thing, man.
Yeah. And they didn't want to.
Because they thought it was bad science.
Well, I think that there's lots of people in the Spanish flu epidemic that didn't want to do it either, and we forced them. And I'm sorry that the top scientist in every country around the world thought that was the course of action that was correct. Would you agree with that assessment? The top brass, the science humans. No, because you brought up the science units that are making the decision about this now.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you that those science units,
humans. I'm giving them a human status. Science humans.
I'm saying unit.
You know where I'm going to land on this, and I hope everyone listening along follow along because we're about to go.
Oh my God!
We're about to go light people. For people who like this podcast, we're about to go light people on Seth, and we're going to take him down. There's a light people elite.
Here's a little preview for everybody that's new to this podcast. I smell a Stalin coming. He's going to play the old Stalin.
Guys, at some point, Stalin's getting referenced, and he's going to be the ultimate light person. So listen, you light people, you Enlightenment children who trust science, you're just watching it just unravel, because science is not to be trusted. Science isn't a thing. It's not a belief system. It's all it is it's what people have done from the beginning of time to the end of time. They study stuff and they make decisions. But you guys just cut out all the science of the soul. And then what you get is this relativism of the material matter. Like, in other words, that is not real. It's not important. It's not the way you think it is. And so now we get what we get. You get the Trump scientist pretty soon. I don't know. Maybe you'll get some. Do you progressives even have politicians? Who are they? Like,
no, we've got nobody. Our bench is weak.
Your bench is weak.
It's terrible. It's
Cory
terrible.
Booker. Cory Booker. Come on, man. Who are you going with?
I'm retiring in 3 years, and then I'm on the ballot, people. and I'm coming. And the whole thing is seriously, if I ran and I put a little flag pin on my jacket and carried a Bible, I could do plenty of people into voting for me.
Dude, you can right now. You're probably second in line to the presidency.
To Booker?
You, Cory Booker, you guys are in a tight race.
Well, here's the problem. There's this Ro Khanna out there.
Yeah, Ro Khanna, but he's not going to make you happy because
he took the Indian angle from me.
Dude, but he's too conservative for you. I'm going to tell you one thing.
He is doing bipartisan bills, which I think is...
that's our next... We're going to talk about Epstein because he's going after Epstein. Okay. Yes. But here's the thing. Dude, you've got all the things on your side. Basically, you're not white. That's important. You're kind of white. Also very important. Here's the thing. Happy family. Married, but not really. Very important for your people. Like representing properly. Like you can love. You don't have to be married. You get it? I would say that you're trans, but I don't see any evidence of that in you. I don't know. I think you lose that vote.
I'm trans curious.
No. Listen, you know what's going to happen with trans? And for everybody who's trans and listening, that's probably nobody, but for everybody who's trans and listening, I just want to say this, and I mean this with my whole soul. Whatever is going on, I love you, but it's over. That movement is dead. That's not a cool thing right now. You can't be cutting off body parts. That's not happening, man. That's over,
It's over, meaning what?
It's going to get illegalized. It's going to become illegal. It's going to it's not going to go.
I think you're maybe correct about that. It is going to be illegalized.
Yeah. It's going to go into the history dustbin as like, what the hell was that? It was a fever dream.
I don't know that. I don't think they said
breasts off. You think that's going to be like show up well in 100 years?
I don't know. How did it progress when the Greeks were having to be separated with a crowbar. You know that joke. How do you separate the Greek men from the boys? With a crowbar.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Hilarious.
I'm sorry, guys.
No.
Andrew.
They know what they're
example.
signing up for. Right now, I can see my friends who love this when you come on. They know what they're signing up for. They know Uncle Seth. But listen,
I'm just doing.
That didn't go well. The Greeks, nobody's like, right on, the Greeks. All right, look, let's go. Let's not be too. Let's just stay on one. Let's just finish this because I want to talk about Epstein.
Okay.
This Christocan movement, you're just mad. I think we agree on one thing, is that the Christocans, the American Christians of like deep nationalism, they really love the marketplace and they love flag waving to the point where, like, recently Trump just came out and said slavery, we're too harsh on slavery at the Smithsonian. Like,
yes, we have to review the.
Here it is. Keep talking. I got it. Right
we have to review all the exhibits at the Smithsonian because we are too negative about slavery.
What?
And what's that other? There's another one I just sent you recently where he's.
I've got it. So there's the New York Times. Park Service is ordered to take down some materials on slavery and tribes.
Exactly.
But the one that you sent me was hilarious. Like, Trump administration orders national parks to pull slavery exhibits.
Yeah. So I want people to, just to go back to my beginning point, I want people to understand that I don't think it's because of necessarily because of Trump that we are not going to progress beyond this level. I think it's because Trump has shown us the level that we have reached as a society. This was it. And we are on the downhill slide. And so I think there'll be Democrats get in and maybe they'll reverse a bunch of this stuff. But basically, because Christocanism has also spread far and wide across the globe, this pretty much is our apex.
What do you think of my theory on this? You want to hear it?
Yeah.
What you're calling Christocanism is actually just the dying embers of Puritanism, which is the founding, let's call it the founding philosophy of the North America by Europeans, meaning a lot of black and white, which is really good as a science. Science is very good at black and white.
Yes, now you're talking.
There's a lot of black and white, and there's a lot of indignation, and there's a lot of heaven and hell, and I think all of that thought processes got bound up in various quasi-state religions, but also it got bound up in your secular people who also think that way when it comes to their most vaunted belief systems. Like, oh my God, equality. I believe beyond all else in equality. So, like, I'm just saying,
I'm going to talk about Jesus in that same voice you do. Jesus, his blood and body of Christ.
Don't make me play a video of Karen, because Karen's always on your side. And here's the deal: they're just Puritans without Jesus.
We do have a lot of Karens on our side for sure.
But Karens, man, I just saw one at the airport. She's scared the hell out of me.
I see these people on YouTube all the time, waving their Bibles as they're castigating some poor person. Hey, we've got Karens too.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you what, you're wrong about something. The Puritanism, it's there. You're right. But it also got wrapped up in the singular American trait, which is individualism.
Yeah. We're on the same page on that one.
Individual. We were born to be free and inalienable rights. And then you sprinkle in capitalism, American capitalism, equal parts American capitalism.
He was sprinkling. In case you're listening to this, he was fired up. He was sprinkling when he said, and you sprinkle it, and he was like, shaking it.
Throw in the fact that technology has has evolved to the point that we are instantly able to transmit any thought, meme, saying globally, and we are able to write the narrative. Truth is gone. Truth is gone. Objective truth is gone, and it's not because of my people. And we always go back to this.
It's not because of your people.
I hope that people listening will be honest with themselves and say that this Christicanism is an existential threat, more so to you guys. I mean, we're all going to perish.
The non-Christican Christians, like Orthodox Christians.
Correct. And so it is an existential threat because they are perverting what you guys are selling. And you're not selling it. You're not even selling it, but they've perverted your product. And so you're dead in the water.
I will say one thing. I'm on a number of strings for First Things and I tend to be, Orthodox guys, and I love them. But a lot of them were pretty loud when Trump got elected, and they're a little quieter right now because I think a lot of us saw that Trump's not really an answer to anything. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'm not
but here's the whole thing.
Fan.
No, everybody's quieter because they're paying more for bread. They're not quieter because they're rounding up immigrants. They're not quieter because they're putting up a moment of silence for a bigot commentator that died. They're not quiet for that. They're quiet because he said these tariffs would bring my prices down. So all of a sudden, they're quiet because it hit them in the pocketbook, and that's pathetic.
Yeah, it's pretty cynical. I don't know if you're right about that. I think the guys I'm talking about, they were happy that now the left and its godlessness has been extinguished, and now at least we won't lose our country totally. And I think they just didn't count on Trump's deep narcissism, like Trump's political animal to the fullest, which is not really an Orthodox thing to be that interested in such a character. But you did mention a bigoted commentator who was assassinated. Now,
nice segue.
I find that, are you on a list of people who are about to lose their jobs? Because there's a lot of that going around. What do you think about that?
Well, listen, it depends. I have been on this podcast where I've been saying that there are free speech is not free of consequences. So in this environment, if you do post something about showing what a bigot that guy was, all the inconsistencies he has, all the things that liberals would post, and if you're posting that stuff and you are too dumb to test the water and see what's happening, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to get bounced out. It's not right. It's not right. But that's what happens.
Wait, so you're consistent, because that's what you used to say about people who would post about COVID.
I have to be consistent because that's right. I have to be consistent.
Because you were like, well, maybe you shouldn't have come out, and you posted it, so you got to own it. But hold on. But you didn't make this argument, and it could be because you're soulless. I don't think so. But you didn't make for all those people that came out and were posting about Charlie Kirk's inconsistencies in his race. He was a racist and all that. Maybe you should, first of all, just say, hey, man, it's not good to watch somebody die on screen to his family and his friends. God bless. That's what pisses off. It's not so much that later on you go on about his political views. It's like, dude got shot on camera, man. That doesn't slow you down.
That's not what people are pissed off about with liberals, because what they're doing is cherry picking. Yeah. Did they have a moment of silence for that woman from Minnesota that was executed over straight politics? Did they?
I don't really remember one. Okay. I barely know what you're talking about.
So that's even more Christicanism, is the celebrity culture and worship that we have, is that these people are worth more than some rando female politician in Minnesota.
So, but you're not
what you're saying is that your people, and I know people on this podcast are most likely people who are mad at liberals because it looked like we were celebrating a death or not mourning it correctly.
I think out of 100 people watching this, 90 would be like, why are you celebrating? Yes.
Yeah, right. I didn't celebrate. And I can tell you, I'm in some heavy duty liberal threads, and nobody celebrated.
Is that true?
In fact, that's true with my people.
Yeah.
But I'm also on Facebook, and these are my friends too. And people were posting things, but nobody was like, "Ding dong, the witch is dead," which believe me, they will be. If you think this was bad, wait till Trump bites it. They will be. Okay. But what they were doing is all of a sudden, I sent, you know what, when you edit this or whatever, put up that thing I sent where they had a meme of Charlie Kirk, Martin Luther King Jr., JFK.
I'll send that to Andrew. It's up right now.
Okay.
It's
everybody that's watching and listening, I said MLK, JFK, I forget who else, but JC, Jesus Christ, and then Charlie Kirk. Okay, so that's the thing.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Who? Tell me the people in there. I forget. I think I missed one.
It's the meme, which is up right now. Andrew will put it up. It's people can see if you can't see. It's Abraham Lincoln. He's kind of known guy.
And
JFK. By the way, all dressed nicely.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King. Charlie Kirk, and then Jesus.
And then what does it say? All killed for hold. Yeah.
It says all because of words.
Oh my God.
See, I got to tell you
a break.
If my guy's looking at that because it's on screen right now,
tell me what your people Kennedy, on screen right now are. Can you tell me what your audience right now seeing that is thinking?
Okay, that's excellent.
Are they thinking that that
looking at it right now as they are?
Yeah.
Lincoln, Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Charlie Kirk,
Jesus, and Jesus. Yeah.
So the last part, this is how my people are seeing it. Why is God in that picture again? Because it's not quite one of these things just doesn't belong here.
I think it's Son God. Of God.
It's the God man. Probably shouldn't be thrown in with Charlie or Abraham Lincoln or anybody. So I'm with you. Yeah, it's a big
this
issue.
Is what happens is that these people are.
I noticed they left Gandhi out. They should put Gandhi in for you.
I was about to say, in the beginning, I was going to mention his because I can't remember it exactly who was in there. I thought it was maybe Gandhi.
Gandhi's not in there. They wouldn't put Gandhi in there.
They should have put Gandhi in there. He was killed because of words. Oh no, it says all Americans, right? So I guess.
No, there's no American reference in here. Jesus, last time I checked. So was Jesus born in like Medford, Oregon? Where's Jesus from?
What do you guys think? You made him white. Well,
again, I have not seen an Orthodox icon where he's very white. Okay. I know there are some white ones, but he's pretty brown.
Well, if you wanna have a real riot, make a
black Jesus,
make a picture of Jesus with brown skin.
It gets a little wacky. I agree. But this guy's just like, he's, you know where this guy's from? This guy goes to Northwestern University and smokes weed and skips class.
Exactly. He's in Kellogg.
He's from the north side. Yeah, it's bad. Anyway, Andrew, thanks for putting that up. So that's a pretty good illustration for you right there.
So that's what people are putting up. Okay. And that's what the reaction is, and that's what the president of the United States and all his followers believe. And so when you're on my side and you see that, and you know that 50% of the people really believe that drivel, you can't help but think we've reached the pinnacle. We're idiots. Two, that I can't believe that we get accused of this relativism. I can't believe this.
Well, okay.
Jesus.
I think, we've been doing this pod for two years, at least 3 years. I think 2 years ago, you would have called yourself a relativist. What are you talking about?
I know. Here's the whole thing.
What's your objectivity coming from? Science?
No. Okay. You can't have it both ways, though. Is there
what?
Objective truth?
There is objective truth, yes. And
okay.
It's all subject to knowledge of God. How do you like that?
Okay. Well, then would you say that things in the Bible, then, you cannot be relativist with things in the Bible?
So, yeah, let me clear up what I was trying to say, and then we can go to the Bible. But I am able to know relative to my knowledge of God, because God is that which is always true. So hold on. I would say if you take God out of the equation, then we are relativists. Everything is relative. But very few of us have acquired, let's put it this way, a stable and, let's put it this way, a beautiful knowledge of God. Like, we're all working toward it. Some of us are closer. And so it's very hard to trust human beings. And most human beings end up just being relativists. They become subjects unable to know the object, including me. So what I'd say to you is yes, I believe there is an objective reality, but I'm very often confused by what it is. How about that? So the Bible is not an objective reality. The Bible is a book that belongs to the church. And in the church, by that I don't mean like in a building, but I mean that too. In the church, with the choir of saints and angels and the power of the Holy Spirit within that church, you're able to get closer to understanding the Bible. How about that? Just like I can't really understand the Rahman family, or Seth Rahman, I always say it wrong. I can't understand your family if I don't sit down and I participate in the daily life of your family. I'll begin to understand Avra, your daughter. I'll begin to understand the relationship of your wife, but I have to be involved in it. What do you think of that?
But what if you come over and we tell you that, I don't know, that our friends got their dad drunk so they could seduce him? Would that be something that you would think you could be relative on?
So I would sit with you and I would I would, in the presence of the people called Rahman, I would study that story by hearing the people who know that story the best. And I would do studies, science, by going deeper into the life of your family. Maybe I'd go visit your cousin. But what I wouldn't do is take a little diary that you wrote about that event and go back to my house and start interpreting it by myself with my people. That'd be really weird. Oh, look here. It says that the grandfather who got drunk and was seduced. Oh, look.
So you would interpret it with the people that believe.
Yes, with you. And if I was really deeply interested in what that book says about your family, I would stay close to you. In fact, I would want to be inculcated within your family to truly understand it. I would join your family if it was that dear to me. In that sense, you get that's what baptism is. Baptism is like you join the family. You have access to the holy things. Here's a book. See, that's the way the Orthodox understand it. That ain't how it works when you go to a hotel and the Gideon Bible's laying there and some guy said, it's like a magic talisman. I'm really drunk and my wife just left me. And so I'm at this shitty hotel. And now I'm like, whoa. And I open the book and then I start reading and I go, oh, that's what Noah meant when he was naked, bro. Oh, like that's a bad way to do it. God might still work in there. Don't get me wrong, but that book's not a magic book. See, we think you can become Orthodox because nothing I just said to you bothers you. Let's do it. Tomorrow, you want me to? I'll come to Chicago. There's a Serbian church near you.
What are the dues? I want to know. You know, those churches are beautiful. I like that.
The Serbs, I'll say this. There's a saying that the Serbs don't go to church, but if you try to go to church to do anything bad, they'll go to church and kill you. They defend the faith. They may not be there, but they defend it. Serbs are cool. Come on, we can do it. No, I'm just. It's different.
Do you have podcasts? Do you have podcasts with Krista Cans on it?
So I've interviewed probably 5 or 6 Krista Cans. Yes, more. But I'm not too aggressive.
I know.
You want me to get more aggressive?
Well, I don't think that's your lot in life, aggression. But that could be mine.
Wow, that sounded bad. I had babies, so I'm kind of aggressive. Like I kind of have some like manly.
Well, I did it. I wasn't trying to impugn your manhood. Man.
It felt sad.
I just say it.
It felt sad.
I think what you are is a person who likes to,
like a uniter.
You like discussion. Well, you like discussion. I don't think you're interested necessarily in roasting me when we're on this podcast.
I don't really like to roast you, but I don't mind a fight. Like among friends, but I don't really find much interesting when I already know you don't like me and then I don't like you and let's have a debate. Like, okay, by the time we're done, you said your stuff, I said my stuff. And so why don't we just have some food anyway and have a drink? I don't really get it.
Well, that's the thing is I don't want to break bread with somebody like that, and
really? You don't want to waste your time, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I don't have time for this. I could spend it with my daughters, or I can spend it with someone who is trying to make if they are homosexual, trying to make dissolve their marriages. So why would I glad hand with somebody who's doing that? Somebody who's cutting funding for poor people, someone who's bombing brown people, someone who's telling me that I have to teach the Bible in class and put up the 10 Commandments. So I don't have time for this.
You don't have time. I have to be, it's just perhaps I'm weird. That's what I want to make time for. Does that make me weird?
Time toward what?
Toward sitting with people that have probably different views.
Yeah. What's the end?
The end is
changing their views or understanding your views. What's the end?
No. I would say this is probably a Tamada supra Georgian inclination. The Georgians talk like this, for better or worse. It's first, let's do the first thing, which is let's break bread and talk about life, the kind of life that we both share, which is, when are you most afraid as a father? Like even Joe Bomb Brown people can do that. By the way, I'm sick of white nationalism. Don't make me go off. I'll go off right now on it. But I would rather sit with that cat, some neocon, Netanyahu. Can we talk about that? Why do you progressives so quiet about this dude? It's brutal, man. But anyway, I'd rather sit with Netanyahu and just like, hey, man, tell me about when you're afraid. Like, as a father, how did you fail? Like, let's toast to the fact that, marriage is hard. Even your freaky, creepy marriage is hard. Let's do it. And then maybe at the end, we're just closer to humanity. I like that. You don't like that. Look at his face.
No, because I got closer to humanity. And then when the guy walks away from the dinner table, he is going and making public policy so that my daughters should bear a rapist child. So I'm not thinking about, that cheesy bread. That Georgian cheesy bread was delicious. And somebody made a really beautiful toast.
Okay, pick the alternative. Here's the alternative. Whatever you do, don't let that guy come to our restaurant. I don't want to be around him at all. Let's do something like, let's devise ways, whether they be underhanded or not, to get him out. Like that. What kind of life is that? Ugh.
What kind of life is having so little integrity that you will smile in somebody's face.
Yes, this is great. This is great. I would say to you, that's the opposite of lacking integrity. True integrity is holding the line while loving your neighbor. It's possible.
Okay.
You know?
But so if somebody were to be in your presence, continually saying the N-word, what is your response there?
You hold
Are you
the
still going
line.
to glad hand with this guy?
You hold the line and love your neighbor. For instance, that's when you give him more cheese bread. That's when you show more generosity. That's when you demonstrate perfection, Christic perfection. And that's, can I tell you a story?
Sure. It's your podcast.
I know, but I want to tell you a story. But you're the guest.
Okay.
It's a short story. It's a short story.
Yeah.
It's very short. There's an actual family that I know. I know of them, but Daniel, who runs First Things with me, he works with them closely in Seattle. They're Georgians. It's a couple kids, a mom and a dad. But in Georgia in the 90s, during the war, they were in Abkhazia and they were in a village and they saw the trucks. There's a civil war going on. They saw the trucks coming over the hill. And, you know, it's a mountainous place, so you see them winding through. And they know they were coming to their village and they know they were coming to clear that village out, meaning move everyone out. And so the wife said, we got to get out of here. And the husband said, no, we're Georgians. First, we feed them. Okay. And then we talk. And if we have to, then I'll kill them or they'll kill me. She said, no, let's get out of here. But they did this Georgian thing. This is a very famous thing. It's everyone says it. They arrived. The guy walked out. The father walked right out and said, guys, please come and eat with us. Have my wine. That's a big thing in Georgia. When you say, please drink my wine, that's like, this is my house. And so the guys came in, like 6 or 7 of them. They had supra and it was over. And they said, okay, now you have to come with us. And he said, listen, I can't come with you. You can't do this to me. Come outside, put a gun on him, took him outside and killed him. Then came back in and put a gun on the family and said, you're out, leave. They never went back to their home. They're in Seattle now. But the wife tells that story with pride. Said, my husband is a true man, a true Christian. So what I'm trying to say is that's a much better way to go than getting guns and trying to sniper those guys as they come in. What do you think about that?
I think she wouldn't have said that if the guys had come in and raped her children. Would she have said that
my husband's a good man?
Yeah.
I don't know. I should ask her.
You can ask her. I mean, there's got to be a limit where the time we have left, I need to spend it making the world better, in my estimation, for my daughters.
I know, but that's what I'm trying to tell you that I'm doing when I sit down with those people.
So
that's what he did. That's what that man did.
So he made the world better in your estimation.
There's no doubt.
Okay. And if someone's using the N-word, what's your reaction and how does the world become better?
First of all, I hold the line. I'm like, yo, bro, I mean, it's not really necessary to go there, but if you have to go there, what's the reason? I would just ask him, why do you have to go there? What does that word mean to you? Pretty soon we're into a conversation about that. I don't need to be, see, you got this Puritan mindset, man. You're like, not on my watch. Oh, really? Not on your watch. So I don't understand. Like, it's going to happen anyway.
I don't know. I'm saying that. Let's put it this way. Is your time better spent trying to convince that guy not to say the N-word, or to spend your time doing a puzzle on the floor with your daughter?
I don't.
You have a finite amount.
I think there's two goods there. I don't know. They're both good. I want my daughter to grow up healthy, so I'll spend time with her. But dude, sometimes a man teaches his daughter by actually doing the thing at the table. Sometimes a man, it's not time on task only that you teach your. For instance, the children of that Georgian family I just told you about are very proud of their father. That runs deep. Now, they missed him, but that runs pretty deep. My father was a real man. I don't know. I know a lot of people would say that he wasn't, but it depends if you're a Christian,
I
man.
think he was deluded. I think he's deluded. The loss of his life did not make anybody's life better.
So
and it
you're
made
like
some lives worse.
So if he's like, everybody duck, grab your clothes, let's get out of here, and they make it out, he's like a good man, I guess.
I think his daughters would he'd be able to do more for his daughters than just provide them with one lasting memory of their dad.
I think you're right, but I would actually say, for people listening, I would say that, Seth, right there, bro, you demonstrated perfectly the progressive mindset, which is I'm not trying to say it's evil, which is the whole point is to do more, go forward, be better. And I think for a lot of us Orthodox, or at least old worlders, it's like the whole point is to be honorable, loyal, and demonstrate love for God. It doesn't matter if you go forward. Like, it doesn't matter if you leave your semen so that you procreated and your kid grew up happy. Come on, man.
Don't say semen anymore.
You literally looked at me like I was a sea mammal. Like, you looked at me like I was literally a
You caught me off
species.
guard with the semen.
You looked at me like, I can't even understand this guy, and why does he have that hat on also?
It is throwing me off.
By the way, as headphones go, those are pretty nerdy that you're wearing.
You know what? The ones I had, one side wasn't working, so I had to go to these bad boys.
You went to these. These are like, it's like the set of Star Trek, and they went, give me some headphones in here. These guys are something futuristic.
It's like Tron.
It is. It's like Seth took his very nice countenance and put like a Tron hat on. No, I'm kidding. No, bro. But like, all right, that was actually, you are making me think, because I have daughters. Like, I want to be around for them, you know?
If time were infinite, we could afford to spend it on those types of what I think is a foolish endeavor. But it's not. And so we have to be strategic with how much time we have and what our goals are.
Yeah, this is the practical efficiency model. I get it.
I mean, but if you want to spend, because everybody's got their limit. It's easy to say, oh, I'm willing to. Would you take a week trying to talk to this guy? If so, would you take 10 days? Would you take a month? I won't take a minute. I won't take a minute, and you won't take a year. So we both feel the same way. We just have different limits.
Yeah, that's probably true. But I don't like the avoidance quotient. I see it with people I know in the Orthodox world too, but I mean, I know the
Orthodox. Look at your mom told you to get rid of me. You know
she was totally she was like,
why are you hanging out with that guy?
She was like, who do you think your closest friend is? And I was like, probably. This was at a dinner. Literally, I can picture it. I'm a grown man. I'm probably like 45 years old at this time. I don't know. I'm not close. No, probably Seth. Definitely. She was like, no, but like, who's like your closest friend? I love my mom. I was like, I don't know. I'm a grown man, Mom. Seth. Like, I talk to him every week. Like, no, but you know, like if you had a really close friend, like someone that shared your views, who would it be? I was like, it's Seth. She's like, that's not possible because, you know, he's not Orthodox. I was like, okay. And my kids were like, I don't know what's she trying to get you to say. It was funny, man. Epstein, your people seem to not care. By the way, this is my favorite talking point. I'm kind of into this Epstein thing.
How do my people not care? What are you talking about?
Here's why. This MSNBC, whatever, they got so loud. They had 4 years and nothing. And now that Trump, because clearly Trump's stuck on this one. It's great. But now suddenly MSNBC is just.
So check this out. Check this out.
Irritated.
Are you interested in, first of all, are you interested in seeing this stuff?
I'm going to be really honest with you. I have a strain. It's not like every day. I do have a strain where I'm interested in the cracks in the foundation that really, I think, have deep, dangerous potential. And I do think that the cracks of, let's call it the deep state or the CIA or whatever, those are very dangerous to the future of the country.
Right.
And I have an interest, but I don't have an interest in the gossipy stuff. I'm not
right. But in the interest of justice and the system and what it could mean for not exposing this, you are interested in this stuff being released.
Yeah, I'm interested in the lying part and how it's really destroying us on the inside.
Okay, right. So how could it matter to you that people on my side were hypocritical?
It doesn't.
Okay, right. So then don't even bring that stuff up about what were you doing for 4 years.
No, by the way,
should be.
I'm with. This is why I really don't understand on our side texts. And you're not like rabidly against these people, but I bet right now you haven't listened to Tucker Carlson or Candace Owens about this, because if you did, I just know one thing, you would be in agreement with them. But I have a feeling you're like progressive bona fides won't let you listen to them.
I listen to a lot of right wingers.
But because those two on this issue are hardcore. They sound like hardcore liberal people from the 80s.
Yeah, but again, even that is moot. You have a system. Well, because you have their people are out of control. So they might be able to convince a few of these people, but these people are one hand listening to Tucker and agreeing, and they have the memories of an ant, and they turn around and then they support policies that are antithetical to their what they want.
I think okay. I want all the people that are listening to Uncle Seth. I really, what my big hope was, is that you would have started a movement there in the north side of Chicago. So there was like 1 million of your people listening to this podcast. It didn't happen though. It didn't catch fire. It didn't catch fire.
What do we have? Like dreaded hair. We're smelly. Yeah. We don't wear deodorant.
Yeah. Or like
sandals.
Or like, I also see your neighborhood as like, cool, like sharp dressed professionals with an eye for truth. And hey man, quality is number one. Like, I feel like your guys are like crispy. They're crisp. They're crispy progressives there. But that was funny, I think. But I really want to say this. I think a lot of those crispy liberals there in Chicago, they would be really surprised of what's happening in a lot of segments on the right. There are people who don't jive at all with what I call mainstream Republicans, like at all. But you're right.
Yes,
they're still like pro-America or something.
Right. They do jive in the one place that matters. They'll vote for these people. And these people will go on to make public policy.
Dude, you're about to vote for Cory Booker. It's about to happen. When's he going to run? You're going to vote for Kamala if she could. By the way, my wife literally sent me something about Kamala thinking about running again. And she was like, never going to happen.
I'm not hoping for that. I'm not hoping for that.
Well, you don't want any more word salads?
And that was also bullshit too. God, you guys are so easy. You are so easy. You come up with, you see Sean Hannity talking about who is probably the least educated person that is in the highest position of influence in this country. And we've saw, John and I went and saw Sean Hannity, by the way. Full disclosure.
Were you there that night?
Yeah. Yes.
We got tickets from somebody who, you should tell them what I did. I asked a very invasive question, and I got shouted down.
Said, don't we risk turning, I think this is actually what is the basis of Christianism. You were arguing against.
I challenged it. And do you remember there was a table that yelled at me?
He was getting jeered, and people were yelling, "Sit down."
My question was about Christian nationalism, because he was given some BS Christian
it was
words. He was like throwing red meat Christian words. Like,
it was
what
so
would Jesus
embarrassing.
say? It was like,
and right already we had a target on our back because you walked in with me and your black wife.
Literally, the whole place just turned around. Like, wait a minute, what's going on in here? It was a fundraiser too in Naples, Florida, like ground zero. No offense to anybody who's listening from Naples, I love you, but that's ground zero for the dumbest Republicans on the planet. They're not smart.
And in Naples, we also went and saw Phyllis Schlafly.
Oh my God, you remember that?
Oh yeah, how can I not?
And we
took kids there. Didn't we take kids there?
Kids.
Like students?
We took kids. It was weird.
Yeah.
It's a very good look. Let's go back to this for 1 second. I agree. I don't need to argue that where were the Democrats. I just do think it's a question about I think the Epstein thing is a volcano. I do think it's a big problem for a lot of people. And I also think the other big problem is not Jewish people, but the state of Israel. It's a very big problem. And I don't know where you guys are in this. Very quiet. Why
do you think we're quiet? We're
it's probably because I don't. Maybe you got to send me more stuff.
What? Where we're roasting the Jews?
Well, I'm not trying to. See, you did it right there. Now I'm like going to. I'm so afraid of roasting the Jews. I'm telling you, the state of Israel. It's sort of like this. What are you afraid of Americans roasting you? You're like, no, I'm afraid of our government. It's filled with a bunch of morons. The state of Israel is a Zionist place. I mean, an atheist place. They're atheists. They're people who run that show. They're not like, I wonder the deep-hearted love of the Torah. This is not what they're like, bro.
Yeah, but don't try to. Yeah, but come on. You're doing this. This is another thing he does, people. He'll always try to convince that all the problems that you guys have, it's the atheists that really did it. And so anything that you're doing in the name of any Christian nation does it, well, they're really just atheists.
By the way, I will agree with you. That's true.
Yeah.
I believe that atheism, since basically John Locke, 1600s, atheism is the biggest scourge in the West. It's become the most dangerous philosophy there is.
And that's really sad because while you're manning the ramparts against us hordes of atheists, these Christicans are knifing you in the back and destroying not only the country, but they're destroying Christianity. And I don't see how you guys don't see that. If I were you, I would jump in the foxhole with atheists to fight against these nutters that are corrupting Jesus's message, that are ruining a society that would be based on the message of Jesus. They're creating a society opposite to that, and yet you guys continually say it's the atheists that's the trouble. That's scary.
Well, okay, now I'm going to get in trouble, but I don't care. I'll just say this. Just try to hear me on this. If you know people in your life that believe at all, I'm talking about at all. Yeah, we're really evolved animals, and our brain space is really evolved to a point where we're like, the top notch, and evolution is our thing, and my being is evolved from the earth. If you say that at all, you are going to be so sick at some point as a human and as a culture if you believe that. And I think the Christicans you're talking about actually kind of believe that. So what I mean by that is... He did
it again, people. He did it again right there.
That worldview has enveloped the Christians you're talking about, and they have to get clean of this. So, but I blame that on an atheistic worldview. Yes, I do. That's what secularism is. It's emptiness. But the Christians who run the show in the private sphere in this country are not the kind of Christians I would put a lot of hope in. I don't think Bible banging Christians do much to help anyone, but They're still not atheists.
Right. And you still think that they're not a threat to your tradition.
No, I think they do something that's not great for the long story that's called.
Yeah, boy, these are really tepid indictments.
All right,
do something so great.
They do something.
Give me a break.
They undermine. They're okay. So here's the term: heretics. They are heretics.
Yes.
So heresy undermines the truth of Christ. So
and
they do that.
Okay.
They do that.
But so heretic, though, is less dangerous than an atheist.
Okay, so you have many saints in the Orthodox Church that say, no, the heretics are much more dangerous than atheists.
I agree with those.
Yeah, there's many people that agree with you. I'm probably one of them. But what I'm trying to tell you is in our country, I would argue that it's this blend of sort of a weak Christianity with a chassis of atheism that is really bad. It's not good. And that's the blend that got sent all around the world. And that's the kind of philosophy that has infiltrated all what we call the third world or the developing world. And I agree with.
I agree that something's infiltrated them. I won't say it's the atheist chassis on this.
Why not? Why don't you own that? You guys have been running public education for 100 years. Come on, man.
Wait. I won't own it because I don't want to have anything to do with you're telling me that the foundations of Christianism is built on my foundation.
Well, I would say it got blended. It got blended.
Well,
the American development was a blender of those two big ideas: deism, atheism, and Protestantism all got blended up.
Right. So
Orthodoxy did not get put in that blender.
Well, that's probably true, but we're coming for you. And so
that's what I'm trying to say.
You'd be better off fighting against a perversion of your end of things, but then trying to knock out my.
But hold on.
Yes.
Listen to this. Are you listening? The fight is in the table and sharing time together and loving my neighbor. That is the fight. But you want to do some sort of march or something? No way. It's boring. What do you want to do? We got to create an Orthodox curriculum and take over the public schools. What? Come on, man. You guys in your activism. That's, by the way, you know what? The atheist response to challenges is activism. Activism's not really a thing till the modern age. Like, we're going to go in the streets. Shut up.
So, and your answer is love.
The answer is love your neighbor. And who's your neighbor? Everybody you meet today, whether they're online or not. And then what happens is you die. And it all gets reviewed. Hopefully your guardian angel's there to help with the review. I'm serious. Man. You have a guardian angel.
Reviewed?
Did you know that?
Wait a minute.
You have a guardian angel.
What gets reviewed? Your the way you went through life?
Well, be careful now. I don't want you to, don't be too literal. Like people get crazy literal. Okay.
Fine.
The review is that there is something like, you would believe this. There's something like a you that exists past this world, and that you has something like all of these experiences and all of these moments, and those are reflected upon by God. And it's not like you sinned, you're dead. It means that have you offered to God your life in a way that's pleasing? Can he smell you? Like, I know this person. And that might even happen to you, bro. I think you have a good smell to you. I think the God of Christ, I think Christ would recognize you. But now I'm going to get in trouble. A lot of Orthodox are going to leave messages if they got this far.
No, I know. Luckily, Your friends from North Dakota are left, probably. Hey, guys.
Right now, if this was a live
you.
stream, there'd be one guy just typing away on the right.
Listen, I don't know. I'm saying it's possible. There's some review. I don't know. That's the whole thing. I don't know. You seem to know that there's going to be a review.
I have faith because of the way the world works. It's just the way the world works.
Oh my God. I don't know how you can have faith in a world like this. It's
the pattern. It's the design of the universe. Is we're remembered all the time. Like my every morning is me recalling all the things that I am and then living according to that remembering. And that's the way it's going to work. That's just the pattern of creation. So I'm confident about that. Like every morning you get up, bro, like a resurrection. You like pop out of bed. You're like, okay, today I'm Seth. You like recollect yourself and then you head into the world. That's going to happen after you fall asleep on your deathbed too. You're going to wake up. I just have confidence. It's obviously it's in the patterns.
I know you do have confidence.
But I want you to too. Won't you become one? I wish. Get you baptized. Let's get him baptized. Let's do it.
I wish that a bunch of your ilk weren't so confident.
You want us to be a little less confident.
Yeah. I'd like your people to be less confident because your confidence is fucking up my life.
I know, but we can get a little nasty, us old fashioned Christians, but here's the thing. Mostly we don't want to come at you, bro.
Yeah, but listen, again, I'm trying to get
away from the Christicans.
Correct. And you can't. You cannot.
Why?
Because those are your people. If you put me in with the loonies, then you got to take those people.
You know, I could tell you stories, but just
you put me with the crispy liberals.
I'm going to put you in with the crispy because they're like hip. These guys. They're not like, I'm not like a boomer. I'm cooler than that. I don't care about my lawn. I live in Chicago.
Drum circles. We go to drum circles.
Drum circles and like, are you kidding me? I know what happens to black people in this city. And I'm sick and tired of it.
That's right. We do food drives.
Dude, I went to the Sox game. What is going on? I went to the Chicago White Sox game with some old friends. And literally because of the timing afterwards, we go, guys, let's hang out and get a beer. We tried to get a beer near Comiskey or near whatever it's called now, White Sox Stadium.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be afraid. We weren't afraid. And there was no bar. It's a Major League Baseball stadium, bro. I couldn't find a bar. That's insane.
Nah,
we walked around and asked people, like the attendants, the car was like, where can we walk? They said, well, you can walk up there, but they're probably going to close soon. I wouldn't go up there. I was like, but where's a bar? They're like, well, we don't really have any. They told us that in English.
That's crazy. That whole area around Comiskey is just, that first of all, they built that monstrosity of a stadium. That was right at the end of when they were building these futuristic stadiums and starting to build things like Camden Yards and
the
things
cool ones.
with the cool ones, right? And they had no foresight. So they built that girders, and it's embarrassing.
Well, here's a quick answer to you. I don't like Trump's talk about invading. I don't get it, man. It's actually unconstitutional, like obviously. But here's a question. I don't get it, but here's a question for you. There were 85 people killed in one weekend in Chicago. That's not good, bro. That's bad. What are you going to do? Like, get out of our city. Also, that's a lot of dead kids. I don't get it, bro. It's not good.
Spare me the false concern about 85 people dying. You and Trump both. Give me a break. I
don't know. It's just
you guys. No, that is, first of all, let's put it this way. Do you think Trump cares that 85 people died?
Here's the thing. I've stopped trying to figure out because I can't get into Trump's head. It's not my job, really. I just know one thing. He doesn't appear to. I don't really know. He doesn't seem to care. No. But it's 85. That's a lot of people on the books. Like, what are you going to do about that? Like, I just don't think it should be a federal force because that's not American.
I mean, if it's, again, it's just a matter of degrees. Would you say 40 is okay? Is 2 okay? Is 200 okay?
Let me ask you a different question. Let me ask a different question of your human soul. When 85 people are killed in a typical weekend, do you just go out and like drop the kids off at school? Like, do you ever wonder why is this happening?
Absolutely. I am.
Do you feel sad?
I'm very sad. And, you know, when Charlie Kirk was killed, I was sad for his children. I was thinking about his kids.
I know you.
How brutal it was that they had to be told this.
They were there, I think.
Were they there?
I think they were there, but don't quote me. I don't know.
They said killed in front of his family, and I thought that I know that I think his wife was there. I didn't know that the children were there. Either way, I think that's horrific, and I also don't care for some gangbanger's kid growing up without a dad.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
And so I'll tell you that when you are somebody who is what I believe responsible for others' suffering in the world, which I think Charlie Kirk is, I think for a lot of the people listening, he's responsible for a lot of joy in your lives, and he brought God into your children's lives, and he told the truth in your estimation. But for me, my reality is that I've seen what he's said and the way he lived his life, which I think is I think he's a hypocrite. And so when somebody like that dies, I think that a lot of people are not going to suffer anymore. So
because of the kind of words he was using,
because of well, it's not about words. You guys trying to make this. It's about fomenting movements, and that's what he did. He's got such a pulpit that people are now putting him on pictures next to Jesus Christ and Abe Lincoln. And if that does not scare you, I don't know how to make you understand. Somebody with the power to get on a meme with Jesus Christ. Listen, you see what I'm saying? These people will do something for you that is not going to be good. And unless you think that everything he would convince these people to do is good. And I disagree.
It does say a lot, that meme. Put it up again, Andrew, if you can remember.
Yeah, Andrew, put that one up. I can't see it here, but I want people to see that.
Well, for any Orthodox Christian, the meme is just
ludicrous.
Blasphemous.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's just like
ludicrous.
It doesn't belong. It doesn't make sense.
But that's what I'm saying is that I think your audience is, I don't want to say deluded, but maybe they just don't understand, or they don't see the what's happening in the way people on my side see it. Well, I know that's true. But I think that is so dangerous that they are lionizing this guy. And now they just announced they're going after left hate groups. They said they're going to take down Antifa. What does that even mean? It's like
you're going down, bro.
What does that mean? They don't even know.
Right now, upstairs in the kitchen. They're in your kitchen right now,
getting roasted. People don't even know. That's stupid. And so that scares the shit out of me. And so if you're telling me that I'm not celebrating somebody getting murdered because my kids, I know what it's like for people to lose parents and children. My mom lost a child. Mm-hmm. So I know the devastation that those kids are feeling, and it's going to mess up their lives. And so that's super depressing. I also know that I think he was a damaging person in society. and that the damage that he's going to do is shunted for the time being.
Yeah, I don't know. I think mostly we're John Brown time on John Brown, 1859.
Yeah, that's right. We are.
I don't know which analogy works better, left or right, as far as John Brown and Charlie Kirk, but it's the kind of political violence that it hardens everything. We don't really come back from this very well. I don't know what the fight will ultimately be about. It probably would be a states' rights thing over something. I don't know what, but it was slavery then. I don't know what probably immigration.
Yeah.
Or Trump won't leave, and then it'll be over authority and who has the right to rule.
I mean, if anybody also here doesn't see the erosion of our system, our checks and balances system, they're using rescission to cut away things that were approved by previously approved. They are wiping out civil liberties left and right. You see it happening. They're marching to the Smithsonian, shutting down exhibits that are considered anti-slavery. This is fascist 101, man. It's going down. And if the people can't see that, that leads me back to my point, is that we're cooked. We are cooked as a society. Again, it's not Trump. It's that we are at a point in history where a person like Trump was at the perfect time, and the level of intelligence and self-awareness of people collided, and he hit it. He hit the perfect time because he has an army of 50% of Americans, 80 million voting Americans that believe this alternate reality.
Yeah. And politically, I'm pretty able to go left politically, except for on some certain social issues. I think the whole thing is cooked. All right. I have for a long time. We used to talk about it 20 years ago when we were teaching. Yeah. Well, let's call it a night. The only thing we didn't get to is just my quote that I wanted to say, that it's really bad when alien visitations take a back seat in the media cycle. Because apparently we had some alien visitations to Earth as well. And people are like, yeah, whatever.
No, let's get back to the politics. Well, here's the thing, and this is the final indictment of where we are. This Charlie Kirk thing is going to blow over.
I know, but
because that's what it is.
Epstein's going to blow over too.
Epstein's going to blow over. Nobody's going to be brought to justice. People, and you see it already happening, is that everybody that was out crowing about, let's release it, and now they're blocking bills to release it, and you see it happening.
Yeah,
you see it happening.
I just want to arrest one or two Johns. There's no way Epstein had sex with all those women. It's not possible.
I'm telling you.
Like, okay, whatever. He was taking drugs for it. But dude, there's no way. There's like hundreds of women.
Yeah, the people that run the world, no matter what kind of where they are on the political spectrum, they were the ones that were having sex with those girls, those underage girls, and they run the world. So that's the end of it. You can't. In the wise words of Mike Brady, you can't fight City Hall. In the wise words of every prostitute, can't you arrest one or two Johns for every hooker? Like, what's going on with that? It just seems so obvious to me. But clearly they know. I don't know. Just go arrest a dude. I don't get it. Crazy.
It's not that complicated.
Well, listen, they came out and said there was no list after all. So that explains it. So we're good. So we're good here. It's insanity.
It's like Magnum PI was on the job. Like only him. It's like, what's his name? Tom, whatever his name is. The only guy investigating.
All right.
Jeez, it's like Columbo. I'm dating myself.
It is like Columbo. He's stumbling into these things.
It's like some dithering. He's like,
right.
So
Clouseau.
It's right. It's possible that he was involved with statecraft of spying, but I doubt it. Let's move on in 6 years. By the way, I don't get it. I just don't get the whole thing. By the way, also, the French president's wife is a man. Here's the other thing. I don't care what you say. I don't know why you lefties in Chicago can't. So now not only are you for transgender, but you can't notice a transgender anymore when they walk. That's very obvious. Yeah, right. Like, do your eyes go dark too when it comes to transgender stuff? Like, obviously that's a dude.
First of all, why would it matter? Who cares? That's the first thing.
I have an answer for that.
What?
And then can we hear your second thing? And then can we wrap this up?
Yeah.
Here's why it answered. This is why it matters. An entire country got gaslit, lied to, and the whole state covered stuff up in order for this to happen. Why didn't she just say, "Hey, I'm running for I'm the husband wife, and that's who I am, and vote for me because you're proud because I'm a man."
Wait,
I'm a woman, whatever.
Who the French people got gaslit?
Yeah, it was all covered up. You don't even know the story. The whole thing is covered up by the agency so that it didn't come out. Here's my point. Why didn't she just run as a proud transgender man?
Because you guys would have stoned her.
Cool. So in the future, the key to running for any political office is to cover up the stuff that won't get you elected. Okay, cool. Great country. That's not cool, bro.
Oh, okay. So you believe that, listen,
you would be mad when they came out with Trump's little grab your P word, grab the pussy. Then here's what you were like, that dude is gross. And Trump was like, I was trying to cover it up. Like you don't get to cover it up. That's the whole point. Who are you? That you're running for public office, public, not private. I don't get it. Okay. Well, listen, what was your second point?
My point is that everybody covers their stuff up. If you think that people can't be aware of political environments and realize that's why people didn't come out as gay for how many years? They lived whole lives because they knew that their life would be ruined by your people if they came out as gay.
Right. Now, all she has to say is, I was a man, now I'm a woman. But
wait a minute. Oh, it's so easy for you to say when you were the one that were, you people were the ones that were torching homosexuals.
Bro.
And now you're just saying, just go ahead and come out when she can quite literally fear for her life.
Yeah, I get it. Well, here's the other thing. As long as you're cool with that, every time somebody's running for office, all they have to do is shape the right narrative and tell the right lies. So
that's what it is.
You're just encouraging that. So that's fine. That's fine.
Just encouraging.
I really don't care, except for it's a major lie at the center of the entire public office that they hold. That's fine.
Why? Why is that a major lie? It's a major lie to you.
No, I'm saying if in fact it's true.
If it is true, why is that a major lie? Why is it a major? Well, let me ask you this: Is it a major lie? Is it a major lie on the level of abusing young girls? Well, is that you were in love with someone who is trans and you didn't mention that she was trans?
See, there's this thing. I'm with Candace Owens on this one. It's just good when you tell the truth. And there's like you don't know the story. There's so many lies involved. There's so many lies about who her brother was.
I want to know why it's a major lie.
What? Why it's a major lie?
Yeah.
Why is it a major lie about the fact that she's telling people that she was that she had a brother that was actually her? Like, she's lying about her very being. like the whole story. You don't know the story.
No,
I
don't. Admittedly,
the whole story is there's a brother that she claims to have been that she's not. So that she is. She is her brother.
I'm going to look this up. No offense,
these aren't like the French people know this.
I'm going to look this up. No offense, but you get into some rando conspiracy.
No, wait.
So I can't.
I want to be really clear because people that are listening, I just want to be super clear. The thing appears to be rando, but it's not. The French people know what I'm trying to say, which is she claims to be someone she's not. So after that,
I'm gonna.
That's a red flag for me. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay. I think that is not admirable that they lied if they are claiming to be somebody that they're not.
Yes.
But
yes.
I realize that we go through life, we tell lies, and there are degrees of lying. If you are lying about if I lied to somebody and said I was not gay so that I would not get the shit kicked out of me, versus if I lie that I was a pedophile, there's a difference to me. And I guess to you, it's all the same.
Not quite. No, that's not fair. There's
lots
of reasons people lie. That was not at all this case. It's not, when you look into it, which you should, which you looking at it, you're going to realize it's just deception. It's somebody that was playing around early with the whole art of transgenderism and the whole idea of transhumanism. There's a whole narrative.
And that's where, and the narrative that's what really gets in your craw.
Yeah. It's because it's state actors acting and parading as a certain kind of thing when in reality they're another thing. Yeah. It's the same with Epstein. It's the same with Clinton and Trump getting on his plane.
That's the crazy thing is that you will equate that with a pedophile ring. Can I ask you this? Do you think that she did this to avoid discrimination?
No.
Or you think she did this for some? No. What do you think?
No, she did this because it is exciting and wonderful to know that such a person can actually be at the heights of power, because all you got to do is go look. Let me give you an example. She was dating Macron when he was 14. She had transitioned and became a woman and was dating Macron. She was the drama teacher. He was a 14-year-old student and they were dating. That is recorded truth. That's a record, bro. You can go the French. This isn't. I wonder if it's true. It's just, it's not true to us because we don't want to believe it.
Why are you bringing that up now?
Because here's why.
To bolster your,
there's evidence that the people in her life, including her, I believe it's her mother, were deeply involved in both the movement toward transgenderism and the movement toward transhumanism. They have a viewpoint about the world, and the viewpoint is covered up by her ascent to this portion of power. And that position of power has been used for all kinds of things. To further agendas in France that have to do with transgenderism and transhumanism.
Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
It sounds ridiculous, but all you have to do is spend 15 minutes on it. You'll see.
Yeah, right. I'll go to Red State or something like that.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you this. This is not like crazy time. All you got to do is just call up some French people. They'll tell you, we know this. It's very unfortunate for our nation. It's embarrassing for us.
But the whole thing is that it does not change one whit people's lives that a transgender woman tried to keep it secret because of obvious bigotry. You're the reason. You are the reason that she would keep
her transgenderism. Okay.
Correct. And if you think she's trying to keep it secret, but yet you're telling me she was going out and championing transgender rights or something, she probably want to keep a low profile and not go out and do these major things that you say she's doing.
You would think at that point in a democratic society, she would have gotten the message that I have to keep this quiet because the great majority of people don't think it's that cool. How about that? How about this as a Democrat? The small d, because you're one of them, your equality. When you realize that 70% of the country doesn't want you in office, so you hide the thing so that you can have the power. That doesn't make you a scumbag. It makes you a scumbag. Because what you want is the power. The democratic society, so you're supposed to get elected. You're supposed to get elected because the people know
that
who
everybody
you are.
knew it. I thought that everybody knows it.
No, they know it. They know it now. The whole idea was subversion. The whole idea. See, you're like arguing. So when people like Trump or people like Cory Booker, when they realize they can't talk about certain things that won't get them elected, their job is to not talk about it and lie about it. You actually are saying, right on, bro. That's not good. It's also not democratic in nature in the sense that I'm supposed to know about the people I'm electing. And you're like, no, well, there's people like you that hate her. Yeah, maybe in that society where everyone hates her, she shouldn't be at the power, at the head of the nation. How about that? All you're trying to do is be righteous. Okay. You're trying to be righteous.
So in other words,
I'm the righteous one. I'm the righteous one.
You are not the righteous one.
You're saying that I'm the righteous one who knows better. Well, the whole country, let me just put it this way. If she was known as transgender and also known to have dated Macron when she was little, they would not have been elected.
Wait a minute.
True or false?
I don't know, but I don't know. Well, like, in fact, I do know. No, they wouldn't be elected, but she also wouldn't be elected. He also wouldn't be elected. First of all, she wasn't elected, but he wouldn't be elected if he were a gay man. He wouldn't be elected.
Correct.
Who
doesn't get elected in Uganda? Gay men to presidency. You know what he would have to do? He'd have to hide it.
Yeah.
Because Ugandans don't want a gay man as president. What do you want? You're going to get righteous about that? Ugandans are all fools, black fools. Come on, man. You know what? That's the nature of democracy. You elect people that you trust, not people who lie to you.
Yeah. Good luck with selling that narrative in America. You elect people you trust.
You're selling it right now.
I can. Here's all I'm selling, and that I can see why a person would lie about, and that is infinitely less reprehensible than somebody lying about abusing kids. So I think there's a difference. And for you, a lie is a lie somehow.
Hold on. Whoa. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I personally think there's a difference in that too. I think a person who cuts off their parts so they can become a different gender is much less dangerous and offensive than someone who abuses a small child by far. But they're both, if they're trying to hide that to become president, they're both disassembling and they're liars. They should just tell the truth. And sure. And I know you agree with me. You know why I know? Because you know what John F. Kennedy said? He was a Catholic. You know what? Nobody wanted a Catholic president. He went, don't worry. I won't use my Catholicism when I make decisions as a president. You know what he had to do? He had to lie. You know what I think of that? What a scumbag. Like, what a scumbag.
So has there been ever any person in power that you respect? Gandhi lied.
I respect people who tell the truth and accept the consequences. It's hard, super hard.
Yeah.
I want more of that in politics, not less. That's all.
Your priests lie.
Yeah, I know.
Your priests lie.
I lie.
Yeah,
I try
you
not
lie.
to.
Well, I know. We all try not to.
I know. That's why you want someone like that in office. Now, do I personally, I'm going to tell you the truth, and that's going to, all my Orthodox friends are going to be pissed at me, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Someone who wants to, look, it's election time. Oh, it's Trump and Cory Booker. Oh, and there's this, I think they were a woman at one point, but listen to they say such interesting things. And they're saying that really wasn't for everybody. They're saying certain things that I really like, and that person's honest and they appear honest. I would vote for them. I would. I don't like lying and disassembling and taking apart all narratives just so you can get power, man.
I don't believe you. I don't think you'd ever vote for
I sure
somebody.
Wouldn't. I would not vote for. I haven't voted for Trump. Right now, I'm losing all my friends. I don't care. But I would not. I don't like Trump.
No,
I think Trump is a narcissist.
I'm not talking about Trump in particular, but I'm
But
talking about
you think I would not vote for that transgender person?
correct, because that that directly flies in the face of your most cherished belief, which is the union of
Yes.
man and woman.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Let me put it like this. I haven't voted in a long time. If I had a gun to my head and I had to vote, then I would vote for that person over the other two losers who are men. Yes. That doesn't block me to the extent of participation if I have to participate. But I don't like the narrative. The American narrative since World War II is dead. It's a dead narrative.
Which is what?
It's secular. It's the number one thing. It's secular. It's more and more atheistic. It's technocratic. And here's the big one for me. It has merchant morality as its highest point of reference. In other words,
I agree.
merchant morality is about if the marketplace bears profit, it's good. And that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm not down with that.
I agree. But you guys are the ones that wrapped it up in a nice little religious bow to make it sellable, because that merchant morality is hard to sell unless you can
put some Christianity on it. I agree.
Sprinkle some Christianity on it.
Yeah, but we're kind of close on the Christocan idea. Me and you don't argue about that.
We are on that.
I just think you guys get a little righteous. You guys get a little righteous about your pet moralities, transgenderism, homosexuality. You get righteous. Like, how could you not see that they're happy, these two men that are married? Who do you think you are? I'm like, it goes a little deeper, bro. They can be happy together and not be married. I don't get it. Marriage is a different thing. We've talked about this.
Yeah, we've done this.
All right, let's go. Let's let these people sleep.
All right. You know, we used to have a nice feature where you would read some scathing comments somebody left.
Oh, I have one.
Oh, do you?
Literally, I have one.
Oh, awesome.
You ready?
Yeah.
This one's tough.
Seth's an idiot.
No, it's not that one. It's close, though. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
This is actually, I got this. All right, here it is. Here it is. When is Seth coming on? And whenever he is, good luck. If he comes on now with this Charlie Kirk thing, don't let him make a complete ass of himself, like most of the liberals have done up to this point. I guess it's part of their makeup, but Seth seems nice. But if he's one of them, it's like for a long time anyway. I'm fascinated that you're going to have him on to talk about Charlie Kirk.
That's weird. How timely that comment was.
I know. Wait, hold on. There's one more because I get this text from on the string. Here's another one. One of the all-time best friends is Seth, and I just don't want to say anymore. But like I said several times, it sure is weird that all of them have this kind of hate for a dead guy.
Is that true?
And that's the comments.
Well, that's weird. Yeah.
It's two different comments. I mean, like,
we don't have hate.
You said he spread a lot of hate. I mean, he spread a lot of pain.
Yeah, that's right. He spread a lot of pain. How much? It's weird we have hate for a dead guy. That's kind of a weird statement. We have hate for Hitler. Does that make it, does that mean that I should not have bad feelings for this guy who spreads a lot of pain? I do have a lot of bad feelings for him, and I feel horrible for his children. So,
but like, I don't know. We could keep going. I just have this one really quick question.
Yes,
you're hanging out at Northern Illinois University, NIU, baby, and it's whatever year, and here comes, I don't know, we'll call him Charles Kirkland, conservative commentator, and he's coming to campus to debate people.
Yeah.
Like, none of you have to go to that debate. I don't get it. He can just have all of his supporters there, and then they all just sit there and go, yeah. But why do all you guys show up? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't really. He's on our campus. Who is he to come to our campus? Well, just don't go. I don't get it. Well, he's not. You don't have to hear him spread his hate because you don't have to go. I don't really get it. He hurt me. I'm like, where were you? Well, I was standing and listening to him. Well, why'd you do that? I don't get it. If you didn't click on his channel, you wouldn't know.
I don't know. I don't want him to think he's, I would probably say I would show up just so he knows that people's think he's a piece of garbage.
That's like I showed up with my armor on and then I took a hit and I'm pissed that they shot at me. Well, what are you doing? I don't get it. Is it a war you got to fight? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't buy it, bro. You hurt me. Well, what are you doing there? I don't get it. It's not, he didn't come at you. It doesn't make sense to me.
To everybody that's mourning the death of Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry that you are hurting, but my side is not hurting. And, but I think we are hurting for the kid. We are hurting for the kid.
Doing so good. And then you're like,
well, no, I'm going to be honest. We're hurting for the kids. And, to act so hypocritical to say that we shouldn't be happy that this, horrible guy is gone when you guys are happy that you are happy Saddam Hussein got X'd. You're happy when we drop a bomb. You're happy to support the cleansing in Gaza. You're happy about that. And that's millions of people dying. You're cool with that. But God forbid that we're happy about your one dude with a weird head.
Good luck. Don't let Seth make a complete ass of himself.
You'll leave with that one?
No, I'm kidding. Wouldn't it be nice? I think we'll agree on this, and then we have to hit stop. In my tradition, this is consistent among all the saints, is that death is painful. It's a sadness. It's not to be taken lightly, except that it frees us, right? It gives us a chance to remember to repent. So here's my point. I know you agree on this. Wouldn't it be nice if we felt the pain of others' deaths the way we will feel our own? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
I think it would be nice.
I think so.
I mean, your spirit has to be large. You have to literally see people as a part of you. I don't know. I'm not saying I do that when people die, but that's what I hope for.
I know.
I love you, man. Why don't we?
All right.
We won't wait. We waited too long on this one.
Yeah, we'll do one soon. Thanks everybody that listened.
Man, that was hot.
I appreciate it.
All right, guys, don't forget Art of Automata. It's when you come hang out, drink wine, sit at a table, get a ticket, support First Things. It's all happening October 24, 25. If it's already out, maybe this comes out too late. I don't think so. Just come. If you just come and just listen, who cares? Just show up. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Because we're going to have music and DJs. And then really what I'm looking for is just the right people to come. Florida, November 6, 7, 8, 9. On the beach, full all-inclusive, support First Things. Both of these do that. Please do it. Love you.